Today we look at 21 cats you won't believe exist.
Number 21.
Is that catnip? Kevin the cat has an extremely rare set of features which make him appear to be perpetually surprised, which might be why he became so famous. He was found in a parking lot when he was just 4 weeks old and brought to vets who didn't think he'd live. Kevin is now 4 years old. He has a condition called hydrocephalus, or fluid buildup in his brain, which impacts his senses and has led him to being mostly blind and deaf. However, most people who see pictures of Kevin agree that he is universally adorable.
Number 20.
Stereotypical depictions of cats portray them as terrified of water. The aptly named Sailor, though, breaks that stereotype with ease. He's the captain of the Nikolai Chernyshevsky tourist boat, which sails between St. Petersburg and Moscow in Russia. The cat quickly became an internet sensation when word of him and his adorable kitten-sized captain's uniform got out. He's been helping to see passengers along the 403-mile journey since 2008. The ship's captain got Sailor a first mate named Bosun to keep him company.
Number 19.
In Newcastle, there's a couple who claims that their cat, Nutmeg, is the oldest in the world. Liz and Ian Finlay made the report and are currently in the process of pulling together documents which will corroborate the story, but they say that they've had Nutmeg for an astounding 26 years, and that when they first took him in, a veterinarian told the Finlays he was already at least 5 years old, bringing him to an incredible 31 years of age. This would beat the former Guinness record for oldest living cat, which was held by a Siamese cat named Scooter, who reached age 30 on March 26, 2016, but unfortunately was dead a few days later by the time Guinness gave the title on April 8th. Neither of these cats, however, are close to Cream Puff, who was the oldest cat ever recorded and lived to be 38 years old, or 168 in cat years, or 1,024 in Keepin' It Carl video production years. The normal life expectancy for a cat is 12 to 16 years, which makes these cats truly remarkable.
Number 18.
Ahoy, mateys! Meet the one-eyed cat! In 2013, a woman happened upon a stray gray kitten who was very thin and dirty, and most significantly, had a badly damaged eye. The cat was so friendly, she took him to a vet where he spent several days recuperating. After cleaning him up, they realized he wasn't gray but actually white. Unfortunately, the vet was unable to save his eye, so they performed surgery to remove it. Afterwards, the woman was finally able to take him home. She named him Pirate.
Number 17.
Scrappy has a condition called vitiligo. Vitiligo is rare in humans and even rarer in cats. It causes a loss of pigment around the body. Antibodies rise up and defeat the melanocytes, which produce the pigments. The areas in which the melanocytes are destroyed turn white. Scrappy first started turning white when he was 7 years old. Besides the condition, Scrappy is perfectly healthy. He is now 18 years old.
Number 16.
Snoopy, an exotic short hair from China, may just be the cutest cat in the world. I know a lot of owners would hate to admit that their cat is beat, but come on, look at him! Exotic short hairs are basically Persian cats, but just with a short coat. With over 340,000 Instagram followers, it looks as though Snoopy's momentum can't be stopped. He's known for his signature pie face and huge saucer eyes. Personally, I think he's too cute. Who's to say he's not a spy or an alien trying to get our sympathy and secrets?
Number 15.
Cassidy is a feral kitten that lost both legs at birth. He survived 9 months in the forest before he was rescued. When the Mountain View Veterinary Hospital took him in, he was dying of starvation and infection, but miraculously, he was brought back to health. It was then that a kind fellow named Andrew at Handicap Pets Canada made him a custom wheelchair. With the help of the tiny contraption, Cassidy recently took his first unaided steps. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Number 14.
Melissa is a Scottish fold who became famous for mimicking the German-born Jewish theoretical physicist Einstein after her Russian owner started an Instagram for her. Melissa's Instagram account currently has over 38,000 followers. Most of the photos feature her tongue defiantly protruding from her mouth. In most cases, it's actually worrisome to have a cat's tongue consistently out. This often occurs when cats develop oral problems, such as missing teeth. This is not the case for Melissa. However, she does have a degenerative bone condition called osteochondrodysplasia, which has caused her to have several bone fractures. In fact, some vets suggested euthanizing Melissa, but her owner refused.
Number 13.
Otto is a cat that captured the hearts of an entire country. When Otto passed away in July 2014, all of Turkey went into mourning. Otto was special. A vet diagnosed him with Down syndrome. Although that diagnosis is questionable since Down syndrome is considered a human-specific condition caused by a third extra copy of the 21st chromosome, and cats do not have a 21st chromosome, not enough research could be done on Otto before he tragically passed away at 2.5 months.
Number 12.
If you've ever wanted your cat to stay a kitten forever, Lil Bub is your girl. Born with several genetic mutations that led to dwarfism, polydactylism, and a deformed lower jaw, but Bub has made the most of it. Lil Bub, now known as a happy accident, has taken the internet and print world by storm. She slides into Instagram at a cool 1.3 million followers. A documentary by Vice called Lil Bub and Friends won the Best Feature Film in the festival's online competition at Tribeca. Soon after, a book deal was signed. Lil Bub is so beloved, there's a fundraiser on experiment.com to sequence her genome. The team has raised 126% of the funding goal. There's a lesson here, kids. Sometimes it pays to be different.
Number 11.
Digit's owner, Robert Dalwet, insists that Digit picked him at the rescue, not vice versa. Perhaps she knew that Dalwet was a professional pet trainer and the only opportunity for her to follow her passion of skateboarding. Robert moved from the US to Australia in 2010, and so he named his cat Didja, which is short for Didgeridoo. It wasn't long before Didja jumped on a board. Through a long series of food reinforcement, Robert eventually got her to push and ride the skateboard as good as any Tony Hawk wannabe. Not only does she get on it, but she can actually ride on a ramp. And that's not all she does. She also surfs, sometimes on top of the action dogs Robert trains.
Number 10.
Little is known about Five Toes the cat besides a 3-minute video from 2007 and a defunct MySpace page. The video shows Five Toes yawning or licking her nose, each time 2 tongues coming out. Sometimes that's as simple as it is. This cat has 5 toes in each paw and 2 tongues.
Number 9.
Moving on from a cat with 2 tongues, the world is beloved to have one with 4 ears. The family that adopted him gave the out-of-this-world looking beast the name Yoda. The 2 sets of ears are the product of a genetic abnormality. Even though this would usually impair the cat, several vets have given him a clean bill of health. Although their other cats play outside, Yoda is an indoor cat for fear he will be kidnapped by collectors.
Number 8.
Colonel Meow was one of the beloved forefathers of cat celebrity before he passed away of a heart condition in November 2014 at just 2 years old. Colonel Meow held the Guinness World Record for cat with the longest fur, which measured 9 inches and was brushed thrice a day. Besides the fur, he was known for his signature frown, earning him respect among his comrade Grumpy Cat. Meow was mourned by over 300,000 fans who were referred to as his minions.
Number 7.
Honeybee's dating profile would read, "Blind cat loves exploring and long walks up the mountain." Good listener. Just because she's blind doesn't mean she can't appreciate nature. Honeybee's owner often takes her to Mason Lake outside Seattle to hike. Half the time she's on a leash, the other half she's carried. Her favorite part is stopping by a cool creek for a drink after a long day of trailblazing.
Number 6.
Your average house cat usually never gets bigger than 8 to 12 pounds and is a fairly reasonably sized pet. They're perfect pets for a small home or apartment due to their manageable stature. This is not the case with the world's largest cat breed, however. Maine Coons can weigh anywhere from 12 to 25 pounds with an average weight of 17 pounds. They're easily the largest domesticated cat breed, and their wild appearance makes them attractive to cat lovers everywhere. Stewie, a Maine Coon who was the longest cat in the world, was measured at a ridiculous 48.5 inches when fully stretched out. That's nearly twice the length of the average domesticated cat.
Number 5.
The cat in this photo was given the name Tartar Sauce, but the internet has unanimously deemed her Grumpy Cat. Can you guess why? After being posted to Reddit, Grumpy Cat immediately became a star. Users reblogged photos of her with phrases like, "I had fun once, it was awful," or "You had the red dot this whole time." As if becoming a meme wasn't enough, Broken Roads Productions has optioned the rights to Grumpy Cat. That's right, this fed-up feline will be coming to a theater near you, and it's no surprise. At $1.8 million million Instagram followers, tartar sauce might just be the queen of cats. In December 2014, it was reported her owner, Tabitha Bundenson, had supposedly earned almost $100 million. That would be more than Leonardo DiCaprio, Adam Sandler, and Kevin Durant. But Tabitha denies the report, saying it's wildly inaccurate.
Number 4.
Garfy is the world's angriest cat. Look at him. It's almost though his owner went to name him Garfield but was silenced halfway through by his grueling stare. Actually, Garfy is apparently one of the sweetest cats ever. Him and his owner live in Turkey surrounded by other cats. But Garfy is the star. He currently has over 63,000 Instagram followers, and if that doesn't cheer him up, I don't know what will.
Number 3.
We can all agree Princess Monster Truck is one of the best cat names we've ever heard, but that's not why she made this list. PMT is another rescue kitten turned Instagram celebrity. It's unknown why her bottom teeth protrude so defiantly out, but it's certainly beloved by many. Currently, she has 243,000 Instagram followers, a clothing line, and her own blog.
Number 2.
Orville-copter may just be the most disturbing thing you see on the internet today, but there's no denying it's creative. When Dutch artist Bart Jansen recovered the body of his cat Orville from a car crash, he decided to stuff him and turn him into a drone. He teamed up with a radio control helicopter flyer to build the unique flying mechanism for the cat. Of course, the general public did not meet this decision without some controversy. After images surfaced, a mob of international animal lovers took to the internet to protest the decision. Some even spray-painted hateful remarks on buildings where the device had been shown. Jansen said Orville loved birds, and by making him fly, he's now closer to the thing he loved. The controversial cat contraption was on display at the Konstrij Art Festival in Amsterdam. Ironically, Orville was named after Orville Wright of the Wright brothers fame, who invented the first successful airplane. Bart has since gone on to create other taxidermy drones, including Ratcopter, Ostrichcopter, and Sharkjet. And now for the number one cat you won't believe exists. But first, I want to give a shout out to those who answered my last video's question. Question for you: what do you think about artist Bart Jansen making animal drones?
Number 1.
You can Google more faces of Chase No Face, but I warn you, it's graphic. Chase was hit by a car when she was a kitten. A young adult found the mangled cat and brought her to Chevy Chase Animal Clinic in Lexington, Kentucky. The rescuer graciously donated money to save Chase as best they could. They were forced to amputate her left leg. They tried twice to repair the skin on her face, but they were unable to. One of the veterinary assistants ended up taking Chase home. The good news is, several vets have confirmed Chase is not in pain. Since she has no eyelids, she needs daily eye drops to keep them dry, but that's all. Besides a couple savage comments, the internet has come to love Chase.